Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is your love and soulmate connection reading for July. So the way that this reading works, everybody please take the time to click like, subscribe, join, and share. The way that this reading works is you are going to focus on the person that you feel is your soulmate. Now, all that matters is that you feel that strong soulmate connection and energy and pull towards each other. It does not matter if you are with this person currently or if you are in a time of separation. None of that matters. All that matters is that you feel that very strong relation and soulmate connection to this person. Now, the way the reading works is I'm going to pull a major arcana card from my Lisa Frank major arcana deck to speak to the overall energy and situation of the relationship, and then we are going to pull a manifest soulmate oracle card, and then we will get into the feminine and masculine energies and see how you each are feeling about each other and the connection. Now, that being said, just because I say masculine or feminine, that does not mean male or female. Those terms are gender neutral. They are not gender specific. Love is love, and everyone is welcome here. So, as long as you feel that that person is your soulmate, masculines can be either male or female, and so can feminines. We all have masculine and feminine energies that reside within us. So you are just simply going to take each role and apply it to whom you feel it fits and applies to the best. Now, that being said, we're going to go ahead and get into your energies. So thank you all very much for being here once again. This is for my Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And let's go ahead and get into the general energy of your connection. We are pulling one major arcana card to speak to the overall energy of the relationship. We are going to pull one major arcana card to speak to the overall energy of the relationship. And we have the Death card, which is Scorpionic energy. So you're showing up in the overall energy for your read. So this is the Death card, the Scorpionic energy, and it represents Scorpio in the tarot deck, and it represents the ending and the beginning of a relationship, or I'm not a relationship, I'm sorry, the ending or the beginning of an energy or a situation. So it talks about death is also the rebirth card. In some decks, they actually have rebirth underneath the death title on the card. So nothing, no form of energy whatsoever can simply cease to exist. It must transmute. It must be renewed or reborn into another form, or recycled into another form of energy. So as we have something dying, it also must be reborn or become something different. So that talks about change, renewal, and resurrection. So we're going to go ahead now and get your Manifest Soulmate Oracle card. Spirit, we're asking for one Manifest Soulmate Oracle card. What's wrong, Sugar? You are not hungry. Drink your juice. Are you drinking your juice? All right, let's get your Manifest Soulmate Oracle card. And we have, a very pretty card. And where does the power come from? It comes from within. Where does the power come from? It comes from within. So that is your Manifest Soulmate Oracle card. And now let's go ahead and get into your feminine energies for my Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for the month of July for this soulmate connections energy in the feminine side of things. Spirit, what are my feminines feeling, thinking, and doing in this Scorpio soulmate connection energy for my feminines for July? What are my feminine soulmate feeling, thinking, and doing in this Scorpio soulmate connection energy for the month of July? What are my feminines feeling, thinking, and doing? in this Scorpio soulmate connection energy for the month of July. All right, and the overall energy for my feminines is the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups talks about a divine offer of love or self-love. Love for yourself, love for, your self-esteem, knowing your self-worth, knowing your inner strength. And that makes sense and in correlation with the Manifest Soulmate Oracle card, because where does the power come from? It comes from within. Now on the deck for the feminine energy, we have the Seven of Wands, which talks about being guarded. The Nine of Cups, which talks about, it's a card of wish fulfillment and manifestation, hopes, wishes, dreams, and fulfillment. And it is also the most love that one can have for themselves in the singular before achieving the 10 of Cups, where everyone should be, before achieving the 10 of Cups energy. And then we have the 9 of Coins, which also talks about stability, being good and stable and abundant, all on your own and strong and unto yourself. So this feminine is a very strong, very powerful, very guarded type of energy. This is a feminine that's coming through completely knowing their value and their worth, fully aware of their own self and self-esteem and identity. And that's a very beautiful and strong and powerful energy. So let's go ahead and get into the masculine energy for my Scorpios for their soulmate connection reading for July. Spirit, what are my masculine energies feeling, thinking, and doing in this Scorpio soulmate connection energy for July? What are my masculines feeling, thinking, and doing in this Scorpio soulmate connection energy for July? Let's go ahead and get your tarot cards. Hey, China, thank you for coming through, baby, and bringing me some energy. I'm trying to bust out all these readings. I got my monsters on deck. I'm on number 2. I'm trying to get at least 4, maybe 5 done tonight. Trying to get her done. All right, so on the deck for the overall energy, for the masculines, we have the Two of Wands. And the Two of Wands talks about being at a crossroads, not knowing which way to go or which door or road to take or choose, and having a decision to make, being at a crossroads. Then we have the Queen of Coins, which talks about stability, abundance, and clarity, all onto yourself or oneself. And then the Six of Swords, and then the Eight of Coins. Okay, which the Six of Swords talks about a journey that is ongoing and not easy. It's like, I gotta take this trip. We have to go, but it's not going to be easy, and it's not going to be quick, and it's not going to be simple. It's going to be work. It's going to be a little risky and a little iffy. And then we have the Eight of Coins, which talks about working on something, but working on something that is abundant, and being proud of that work and quite accomplished. However, still knowing that you have the 9 and the 10 to achieve, the 9 of Coins and the 10 of Coins, as far as levels of achievement to realize or come into or get to. So now let's go ahead and get into both of these energies and clarify a bit and see what we have going on. Spirit, we're going to clarify in the feminine energy for my Scorpios. We're going to clarify in the feminine energy for my Scorpios, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. We're going to clarify in the feminine energy for my Scorpios, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. We have the Seven of Wands, clarified by the Wheel of Fortune, and the Hierophant card. And then we have the Nine of Cups, clarified by the Four of Cups, and the Judgment card. And then we have the Nine of Coins, clarified by the Ten of Cups, and the Seven of Pentacles. That is a beautiful energy there. Let's go ahead and get into the masculine energy. We're going to clarify in the masculine energy, please, spirits. We are going to clarify in the masculine energy, spirits. We are asking for clarification in the masculine energies, please, spirits. Thank you. We have the Queen of Coins, clarified by the Temperance card. We had 3 that fell out for this clarification. The Queen of Coins, clarified by the Temperance card, which is Sagittarius energy, the Knight of Swords, and the 7 of Pentacles. All right. Then we have the 6 of Swords, clarified by the 8 of Pentacles, which is here twice now in the masculine energy, and the Queen of Cups and the Death card. Okay, and then we have the 8 of Coins, clarified by the 7 of Wands. That is appearing in both energies as well, and the Moon card. The Scorpio, and then the World card. Okay, all right, and then we have the Knight of Pentacles as the energy on the bottom of the deck to clarify in the masculine energy, and we have the Sun card, which that makes sense, and to clarify on the bottom of the deck in the feminine energy. Now let's look at it. Let's look at this. Okay, so we have the Hierophant card here. To clarify the Wheel of Fortune and the Hierophant card, to clarify the 7 of Wands in the feminine energy. Okay, this is a feminine who may have more than likely been in a major commitment and or marriage in the past. Therefore, are guarded, has their guard up, has a wall up, got some boundaries set as far as what they are expecting in order to get into that situation or that level of commitment or connection again. Because this feminine is stable, this feminine is abundant, this feminine has self-confidence, this feminine has self-esteem, self-love, knows her value, has self-worth, can support herself. This is an independent woman. This is Destiny's Child at their finest. All the women who's independent, throw your hands up at me. This is their type of energy. All the mamas is clocking dollars. This is a feminine who needs nothing to be good. And then with the Sun card the Ace of Cups here as the overall energy, and then the Sun card as the overall energy from the deck to clarify, and she happy. So at this point, I say that, but I try not to use feminine, and I try not to use he or she, but it happens sometimes. But this feminine energy doesn't need an attachment. This feminine may want and desire and would like an attachment or a partner or a lover or another person in their life and in their energy. But it is not, for this particular feminine, a requirement. They don't need. There's a difference between a need and a want. And a need is something you got to have. And a want is something that you would like to have and desire to have, but don't necessarily have to have or need to have. This feminine is still good unto themselves. This feminine is 9 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles, which is the most love and stability and abundance that you can have onto yourself, all on your own. The next step is having those cups and those pentacles within a family unit, which means the happy house, happy spouse type of energy, the kids, the car, the white picket fence, the dog, the cat, the hamster, and the minivan or SUV type of shit. Okay? But the 9 is the best you can do before that level. And when you're okay with that, is the best time to achieve the 10. When you're okay with the 9 and you're happy at the 9 and you're great, doing wonderful and satisfied at that 9, and you're confident, then that's the best time to be looking for and seeking to manifest to achieve that 10. Now, let's get into the masculine energy. Oh, wait, let me say this before I move on from the feminine energy, because I have the 9 of Cups clarified by the 4 of Cups and the Judgment card. This is a feminine that's also looking for a masculine that's sitting on that same level, that is in that same vibration, and that is not going to accept or be satisfied, and is checking for, not just hoping for and manifesting, but is checking for, is looking for the red flags. Are you broke? Are you self-sufficient? Are you the 9 and the 10 of Pentacles? Are you abundant and can you support and maintain yourself? Do you have your own vehicle? Do you have your own bank account? Do you have X amount in your savings? Do you have good or bad credit? Do you have a place to lay your head? Do you have a job or a career? Or do you have a skill or goals and ambitions? Are you the 9 and the 9 of Cups and Pentacles that you need to be before? Are you the picture of self-esteem, self-confidence? Because those things are important too. Stability and abundance and clarity. Are you all of those things before this feminine can invest in you? Okay, so this is a feminine that, yes, is judging, because they are looking for a matching vibration. They're looking for someone who's on the same level. They're looking for somebody who is that 9 of 10 of Cups to match their 9 and 10 9 of Cups and Coins, to match their 9 of Cups and Coins, so that you can achieve the 10 and the of Cups and Coins together. Okay? Because you need to have those 9s before you hit those 10s. If you try to jump from the 8s to the 10s, it doesn't always go so well for everyone involved. So, that being said, we're looking at a masculine who's at an 8, but is trying. We have the Queen of Coins clarified by the Temperance card, which is patience and healing, which means this is someone who's still in the masculine, that's still in the energy of working on themselves. However, the Knight of Swords is here. So they're being honest, they're being transparent, they're saying, okay, I am in this level of my job or career or education. I make this, I do this, I have this, I might not have that. But I am 7 of Pentacles. The seeds are planted. 7 of Pentacles means they have planted the seed and they're waiting for that tree to blossom. They're waiting to sprout that 8th and 9th coin. Okay? So they're being honest about where they are in their life journey, and they are very communicative, and they're trying to actively work on their growth and reaching that 9 and of Cups and Pentacles energy. And then here we have the 6 of Swords, which means it's not easy for them for whatever reason. It's going to vary because we are reading for a collective here. It's not easy. It has not been easy for whatever reason. And some people do have a harder journey and a harder path in life. But at the end of the day, I have to quote or sing for you that, and that'll probably be, and I will link that song for you in the comments. There's an old school Jamaican song that's out way back in the 80s that we used to listen to in New York. Life is what you make it, so come here, my dear. Try and make it. I know that you will. So life is what you make it a lot of times, and we have not all had the easiest of roads and the easiest of paths. And possibly this masculine has been hit with some shit that has kept them from achieving their 9 of Cups and Pentacles. But they're at an 8, and their head is down, and their nose is to the grindstone. Let me show this one. And they're working on it. They're working hard. and they are trying to earn that love of that feminine, clarified with the, so we have the Six of Swords. It hasn't been an easy journey, and it's not going to be an easy journey for them. They're working on they're working on it, because they have the Eight of Pentacles here. They have love. They love this Queen of Cups. They see this feminine as someone that they want and need to have as a part of their life, and as someone who can possibly even help them to level up. Not that this masculine is looking for a come up, because that's not the energy I get. It's like they're trying to earn every coin that they get, and they have hard earned every coin, all the 8 coins that they have, and they're still in an energy of change and transformation with the Scorpio card and that as the death card here. And then, like I said, we have the Eight of Pentacles after that, and that's being clarified by the Seven of Wands, the Moon card, and the World card. So they may not be, they're very possibly very guarded about how they feel and their feelings and what they went through. So basically, let's go ahead and get into the advice. I'm going to start down here by speaking on the masculine energy first, because this masculine is in an energy of working on themselves and working to improve the quality of themselves and their life overall, possibly even including their self-worth, their self-esteem, how they feel, whether or not they're good at expressing themselves emotionally and financially and stability wise as well. That being said, feminines, that some of our masculine energies, be they male or female, have that testosterone running through them. Therefore, they may not be expressing themselves as they should. They may not be saying, okay, this is what I'm doing, this is what I'm working on, this is what I'm going through, and this is how I feel. I feel as though you're being a little hard on me, you're being a little tough on me, your expectations, the bar is set very high, but I'm trying to achieve it, I'm trying to jump, I'm trying to level up, I'm trying to get there. They may not be saying that they feel slightly inferior or slightly less than. They may not be saying that they're a little bit intimidated by your fierceness, feminine, and your confidence and your stability. They may not be saying that, okay, you've got a little more than me, you're doing a little better than me, and that bothers me, and I'm slightly intimidated by that, and it makes me feel a little less masculine. They may not be saying that they would like for you to soften up and move and function more in your feminine. They may not be saying these things, but indeed it may be how they're feeling, and therefore they may be at a crossroads here and not knowing which way to go, or if they should continue down the road of trying to get your attention and to be enough and to feel enough, and whether or not they want to continue on this path or this journey, or if they are ever going to be enough, or if you can accept them for who they are, where they are, and what they are. So, feminines, my advice to you is that you have respect for the amount of work that this masculine is putting into the scorpionic change and transformation energy. My opinion about anyone that I have ever been with or dealt with has always been that as long as I see valiant forward movement and effort, that I would accept a person for where they are and who they are at the current energy, like I said, as long as I see consistent and valiant efforts towards being great, doing great, and achieving greatness. Okay? And being your best self, whether that be physically, emotionally, or financially and stability-wise. So maybe try to not necessarily lower your bar, but be flexible. Okay? That's what I advise for you, feminine, to be flexible and be a little understanding toward this masculine and how they feel about your energies. All right? Then, to my masculines, you got to talk. you have to express yourself before you make the decision to jump ship and say, I don't want to do this. I don't feel like I've got it. I don't feel like I'm appreciated. I don't feel like I'm enough. I don't feel like I'll get there. I feel like she's got more than me or greater than me. Let me remind you, with our great, my favorite POTUS said, and I quote Barack Obama, your job as a masculine. He said man, but we're going to say masculine. Your job as a masculine is to find a feminine woman or wife that is, but we're just going to say feminine, that is greater than you. Your job as a masculine is to find a feminine that is greater than you, because she will take you great places, as Michelle did. Okay? So, you have to, but that does not come without, if no one can meet you here if you're not expressing that you need to be met here. No one can understand how you feel. No one can comprehend your emotions. No one can have understanding for what they're not asked to be understood. Do you understand what I'm saying? If you're not expressing how you feel, if you're not talking about your desires, your needs, your wants, your concerns, your aspirations, your shortcomings, and that helps you as well. When you confront, okay, I don't feel as great as her. I don't make as much as her. I'm not where she is. I feel slightly inferior. I feel slightly intimidated. I feel like she doesn't need me, so what's the point? I feel, if you are not expressing these things, if you are not making your needs, your wants, your desires, your feelings, and your emotions heard, then no one can compromise. No one can work with you. No one can accept you. No one can make exceptions for you. No one can empathize with you. No one can understand unless you make them understand. So I'm going to need you to communicate and work on strengthening that communication and expressing your feelings. I need my masculines, both male and female versions of the masculines, to step up and be emotionally mature. I need you to step up and speak your truth. I need you to step up and express how you feel in order to receive the treatment, understanding, the clarity that you deserve, and to give understanding and clarity to the person that you are dealing with. And she may in turn, the feminine may in turn help you to build that character, help you to build that financial stability, help you to build that self-esteem, help you to build that level of importance, or even just say to you, I do love you and need you in my life. And it may not be for financial reasons, and it may not be for this and that, but it may be because I need your financial support. It might be because I need your encouragement and your friendship. It might be because I need your companionship and your love. It might be, and those things are equally, if not more so, important than finances. And maybe we can compromise on this or that, but I need to know, and I need to understand where I need to compromise, where I need to be flexible, and where I need to be understanding. And that cannot be done unless you are communicating with each other on a mature, emotional, even keel. You must move and vibrate on the same level. Okay? And where does the power come from? It comes from within. All right, let's get your Tarot of Dreams Oracle card, and then I will allow you to be on your way, Scorpio, and to enjoy the rest of your 4th of July week and the rest of your July month. For those of you who are not within the great United States of America, or not so great as of late, I don't know. Feel how you feel about it. All right, let's go ahead and get, and aha, number 9, quite accurate, quite accurate. Number 9, support. Or as I like to say, support. And bearing the weight of others, support. And bearing the weight of others. Sarah Marchetti, Oracle of Dreams. This card represents the offering of strength and assistance in bearing a burden on the behalf of others. Providing support can take many forms: moral, emotional, physical, and financial. We can offer our shoulders to bear the weight or lend an ear to share grief. Here, a gesture offers his shoulders on which the girl can perform. He raises her up, allowing her to be, but the focus of the audience's attention and allowing her to be the focus of the audience's attention. His subdued posture deliberately taking second place, his identity hidden. He provides an anonymous contribution in the background. Contribution, period. In the background are 3 tarot strength cards which serve as props and reaffirm this card's message. While the effort and gesture is a noble one, there are times when we should come out of the shadows and take credit for our contributions. You do not always have to settle for being second fiddle. Be careful not to allow others to take advantage of your generosity. Okay? All right, so take that how it resonates for each of you, because I think possibly this feminine may also be wary of being taken advantage of, so that she may be be a tough cookie because she wants to be sure that someone is indeed and in fact actually there in their life for the proper reasons and not as a come up. Okay? All right, so process this and take what resonates and leave the rest. Thank you very much for being here, Scorpio. Once again, please take the time to click like, subscribe, join, and share. I do offer private readings and personal services. My private readings are $44 for 3 questions in 1 hour. Information on how to reach me and schedule the readings and personal services is in the channel description as well as in the description of each video. Thank you very much, and y'all have a great July. Thank you. Bye, Scorpio.